Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are here, you probably already know what's going on with WizardLiz and her now ex-husband Landon, because I'm not very well known, so I'm guessing that's why you clicked on this video. But anyway, so you already know what went on, and I feel really bad for Liz for being cheated on while she's 4 months pregnant. I can't even imagine, honestly. I have a 15-month-old, and I don't know, just sounds so sad. Anyway, I'm making this video because there's so many videos out there making all these claims and giving horrible fear-based advice to her followers, and I know her followers tend to be a little younger and they look up to her, they think of her as their big sister, and I feel like that could really affect their self-esteem. So I just thought that it would be a good idea for me to provide my 2 cents if anybody cares about them. And I don't want to go into the details of what happened during, I guess, like the breakup, the divorce. If they're divorced yet, probably not. But everybody knows what happened. There's so many videos out there breaking it down, you know, what Landon did, his response. So I feel like we don't really need to go over it again over here, because I also don't think we have all the information. We have no idea what their relationship was like. So yeah, it's none of our business really, because we'll never really find out. One thing I keep seeing in all these videos and in comments is, just because Liz got cheated on, there's no hope for the rest of us. Like, really? Is that really true? I mean, if that was true, then nobody who is conventionally less attractive than Liz would ever find true love or a partner that treats them right. And you and I both know that that is not true. You and I both have seen examples of that, okay? So you know that's not true. So I don't know. And the people who are making these videos also know that that's not true. So I don't know why they keep saying the same thing over and over again. I don't know if it's to make Liz feel better about herself and she watches all these videos, if she does watch these videos, but it just does not make any sense. And just because something is not part of Liz's reality does not mean it cannot be part of your reality. And let's get one thing straight: people do not cheat because of how their partner looks. People cheat, well, for a lot of reasons, but one of them being they are emotionally just immature. They don't know how to communicate, they don't know how to stay committed, and if they have any issues, yeah, again, like, they don't know how to communicate, they don't know how to vocalize what's going on with them. So the best thing they know how to do is run away. And when people run away, one of the things they do is cheat. You could be a literal goddess and somebody will still betray you if they are not aligned with you and they are still working through their inner stuff. But on the other hand, you could still be working on yourself, growing through your stuff, figuring yourself out, figuring your life out, and somebody who is right for you will choose you every single day. So it has nothing to do with your looks. So please do not put Liz on a pedestal and think that just because she got cheated on, that's something that will happen to you and there is no hope for you, because Liz is also just human, just like everybody else. She has her own insecurities. So just because something is not part of her reality doesn't mean it cannot be part of your reality. Another BS that's going around is all men are cheaters and there are no good men left out there, or there are just no good men out there. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but if a good man is not part of your reality does not mean they just don't exist in this world. It just means you haven't been able to attract one just yet. Doesn't mean it'll never happen, but it's not part of your reality just yet. I'm sure there are things that are part of your reality right now that were not part of your reality once when you thought they will never be part of your reality, but they are part of your reality now. So the same rule applies over here as well. And honestly, that's such fear-based, lack-based thinking. And if you don't think something exists, how will you ever attract that into your life? If you think there are no good men out there, how can you attract one into your life? Like, you have to believe something is out there for you to attract it into your life, to believe that it will come into your life. But you just don't think that it even exists, so it will never be part of your reality. There are good people, bad people, and in between people, and this applies to both men and women. And let me tell you something that someone once told me, and I always remembered that while I was out there in the dating world. If they said, if there's one of them, there's more of them. Which in this context means that if there's one good guy out there, there are more good guys out there. And let me tell you, in my reality, my husband, he is just so amazing. So there's one right there. And honestly, all my friends, everybody I know, they have amazing partners, husbands, boyfriends, fiancés. I can't think of anybody who is in a bad relationship, whose partners would ever cheat on them. They all seem to be in a very healthy place. And so if all of these people can attract good men, then there are more men like that out there. Just to remember that. And to add to this, the best way to attract what's right for you is to walk away from the things that are not right for you. The more you walk away from the people who are not meeting your needs, who are not giving you what you want, who are making you feel insecure, not admired, or in whatever ways they're not meeting your needs, the more you walk away from them, the faster you will attract the person that's right for you. So the one more thing that people keep saying about this situation is Landon love bombed Liz. And there were signs of it in the beginning, and Liz did not pick up on it. I don't know, I just don't like that, because men are pursuers. So whether it's a good man or like somebody whose intentions are not as pure, in the beginning of the relationship, they will always put in more effort, or at least they should put in more effort. They should shower you with a lot of admiration, compliments, or whatever their way of showing you that affection is. But it's almost impossible to know who is just love bombing you and who is genuine just by how much affection they're showing you. So for that reason, I just do not like when people say that, oh, he's just love bombing you. Like, how do you know that? How do you know that? The only way to know if somebody's love bombing you or not is through their long-term actions. Are they consistently showing up for you? Are they being wishy-washy? Or when you tell them that your needs are not being met, are they taking you seriously? Are they taking your concerns seriously? Are they open to you challenging them and them challenging you? All of those things in the long run is how you will know if their actions match their intentions. Please don't write a guy off just because he's showing you a lot of affection too early on, because as I said, men are pursuers, and you just cannot tell that early on if it's real or not. Okay? So those are my 2 cents. Hopefully you found them a little enlightening, and you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you can like and subscribe if you like. I am not very consistent at making these videos, but I will sure try to be consistent. But if you want to see more of me, it does not harm to just subscribe. You know what I mean. Alrighty, bye bye.